Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We are so excited for these solutions.
Well, I just want to thank everybody. I mean, I am just blown away. Everybody here has really set the standard for future Equalithons.
It just so happened that in March, we were picking up on this trend in the rise of anti-Asian discrimination.
We develop new works, and we also advocate for writers, directors, and designers. And the way we do that is by offering certain tools. One of those tools is the parity database. And obviously the end result is to try and get people work, right? And to try and make it equal. Parity, equality.
Our solution was a web app prototype using Bubble.io. And we were both surprised that we were going to go with a no-code solution, I think, at first, because John and I are both full-stack developers. So we're like, oh, we're going to build this from the ground up. But we realized there were two big advantages to this. So with that settled, more than 50% of our other goals could be met by working using out-of-the-box Bubble functionality or installing very simple free plugins.
And I am honored, I am so thrilled that we have Liana Liang, who is with Asian Americans Advancing Justice.
Thank you so much, Tara, and thank you so much for inviting me. So we are the largest Asian American legal services organization in the US, and we serve more than 15,000 people. We're launching bystander intervention programs and such for folks that feel that they want to be involved. These are easy ways that they can have a hand and try to alleviate some of the pain that's been inflicted onto our community.
First and foremost, thank you so much for the opportunity to do this. Since the main goal of the design was to convert leads into donations, we wanted to make it as easy as possible for users to be able to donate. One of the features that we love and that the team worked on really hard was a translation button. One of the ideas is to also have stories as a feature. And one highlight that we wanted to add was success stories.
So this is what we were originally working with. This original site was built using Bootstrap, JavaScript, CSS. So we built it using the same technology. So, iPhone 6, I guess that's fine. So you actually will have an accordion, so the icons are left, so it's even more streamlined. If the organization wants to use this, they can have this site up and running tomorrow if they so choose.
My team decided to work on 1, improving the UI UX of the portal site, and 2, adding a separate page for visitors to read and submit their experiences with racism and hate. So our approach was to maintain the simplicity of the portal site and include clear points of navigation.
I guess one question is that you mentioned, oh yeah, wow, that looks
great. It's a little laggy, but it should open up. And
Yeah.
I did like your idea of having like a little text blurb of maybe what each affiliate chapter does. We were unfortunately unable to add this, but we just wanted to keep something very simple, something eye-catching.
You mentioned about audio transcripts. What did you say you wanted to do with audio transcripts, or where they're going to be placed?
So the intention is that when you go into the website and you want to look at the stories, the user or whoever is submitting the story, they are actually telling their story with their own voice.
So the thing that stands out about us the most is probably our reporting and incident form.
Over 3,000 incidents have been reported regarding racial discrimination for the API community in the last 1 year, as given by API Asian Hate. But what we see is that people are very hesitant to come forward and report these kind of incidents. So we wanted to build a database which will be able to pull in data from the social media. So after the data is getting fetched, we are seeing that there is some data, the data needs to be filtered a little bit. So once we have all the data together, then we will bring in a lot of data analytics tools that will help us to, probably with the help of heat map, show that which are the areas where crime is rising.
So for the data visualization, we were inspired by, I was inspired by comments that said like, oh, before I travel to a new place, I want to look up and see if there are any incidences there. So I think it would be really useful for a lot of like your clients, like your community, to see, like before they travel somewhere new, that they could go to our site and look up data in those areas.
Does anybody want to do a drum roll? I guess I'll do it. So the winner, as voted by the mentors, is Team 2 with Latoya.
AAPI Justice League, you made it. So you're gonna have another badge to your certificate. Congrats, and thank you so much for.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Everybody.
Thank you, my team. They were amazing, and I appreciate, you know, this project. This project was amazing, and like I said in my my personal video, you know, if the hate in one community, like justice, I forgot what I said. It was a great quote, but it was more like, oh, injustice in one community is injustice for all. So that's our main goal, and that's what we're heading towards. So thank you so much for allowing us to be on this project and for, you know, for everything.